Boat friends, you are about to go on board the Polar Tregurtha, largest ship on the Great Lakes, and take a trip of a lifetime with a few of our boat friends. On the left, you have Steve, the grandfather. On the right, that's Andre, the grandson. And they got to do everything. Take a look at the living quarters aboard, the PRT. They wanted to share this experience with all of us. J.W. Westcott picking up the mail right there, as you see. And what were they eating? They're going to show us. And some of those bridges that they went on are pretty tight clearance. You're going to see all of this, as well as Andre had a great camera. Super cool photos that you're going to see in this video. And there's Andre departing Duluth. You're going to see this all. This isn't just a ship video. This is two family members bonding. We're going to go with Let's Do It. And now from our perspective, you can see Andre up there with his camera. Andre sent me so many videos to share with all of you, and the one that I want to start out with is on board the PRT. This is the guest quarters. This is the living room area. It's separate from those guest bedrooms. And I mean, take a look at that. A lot of space. Those couches look super comfortable, so you can kind of hang out with the other guests. But look at this view. You're looking right down the deck at the bow. Those are those big windows on the superstructure that I pointed out before. But look at all of that room. And what an incredible view. I don't think I would ever leave those couches. And right here on the Detroit River, you have the J.W. Westcott delivering the mail, picking up some mail. Again, that's just kind of a really cool thing to see firsthand. And here's a really awesome shot that Andre did right on the bow. He's all by himself out on the lake. And I really want you to notice how large the bow section is here on the PRT. I mean, again, it's the largest ship on the Great Lakes, 1,013 feet in length. It's just a beast. And this is a really cool perspective. This is the Blotnick Bridge in Duluth as they're on their way to load coal. But look at how tall that bridge is, and it's so tight of a fit. It just shows how tall the PRT is. And this is another cool one. Just at random, they're out there on the water. The K.E. Barker goes by. Really nice sunlight. And it was really cool for Andre to be able to capture that. And this next one is really awesome, too. This is the unloading process. They called this the grub boat when they're picking up the supplies at the Sioux. So this is just to restock the food and some of the other items that they need to continue their journey. And I always love seeing that type of stuff. Cool perspective by Andre with this camera looking down. And this next one is a really awesome time lapse that shows them arriving at St. Clair to offload at night. And you could really see that spotlight, but I really love that type of perspective. And this is in the wheelhouse. Andre was able to capture a vessel there in the distance, looks like an Algoma vessel, and just again shows you what it's like to be on board the PRT firsthand. Another time lapse right here, Port Huron, as they're making that famous turn, and then also on the Detroit River, Detroit skyline there on the right side. Just another great perspective. The weather looks really good as well. I'm going to show you something cool. You can see Andre is standing up there right now, waving, and actually where he's at, you can see that blue awning and all that. That's the guest quarters. He's going to walk in to the door and he's going to lift up that shade just to show us. There he is, lifting up that shade. Yeah, I guess we can kind of see him in there. The windows are kind of tinted. Very cool, but I wanted to show you that. That's where the guest quarters are at. And so he's able to walk out and stand under that awning right there, and very, very, very good view. There's a lot of action still to come in this video. We still have to watch Andre depart Duluth on the PRT. But what I did is a quick interview just to answer some of the questions that I think a lot of you have. And during this interview, I'm going to share some beautiful photos that Andre took. If you could, Andre, tell us, I know the boat friends want to know, how did this come about where you are able to go on the PRT?
I was able to get on the vessel from the acquaintances that I've met over the years. This is probably a 2-year journey of the timing, and everybody made it possible for us to sail from St. Clair all the way up to Duluth.
So a few questions, though, that I know that a lot of the boat friends would want to know. What was that food like? I know that we've heard that it's very good. What was your experience like with the food? What was your favorite dish, maybe, if you can recall?
So the food has always been exceptional. That was one of the things that I'd always learned from all the sailors, that they have culinary artists on there. They're not just cooks. There's different menu items every day. I think one of my favorite things was the breakfast. They use fresh eggs and fresh baked bread from the night before. It was delicious.
Can you recall what it was like sleeping at night? Was it noisy? Could you feel the ship moving at all? I'm sure you're excited being on the PRT, but what was it like sleeping at night being on that beast?
So the rooms are very comfortable. I think there's a total of 6 passengers that they can hold in their 3 rooms. The very first night was very comfortable. The second night, we noticed a lot of the vibrations because we were on the move. By the third night, I kind of grown fond of the vibrations and the movements of the ship that kind of helped me sleep better.
Andre, I just want to say thank you so much on behalf of all of the boat friends around the world for sharing the story with you and your grandfather on the PRT. Is there anything in closing that you want to pass along to the boat friends?
I would like to thank this boat community. I would really like to thank Interlake Steamship for making this dream come true. And at the end of the day, I want to thank my grandfather for sharing this dream with me.
So I'm heading back right now because I want to catch Andre and Steve taking off from the South Pier. The weather in Duluth as Steve and Andre take off on the PRT. 63 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 17 degrees Celsius. Wind speed really light out of the south, 5 miles per hour, and the visibility 10 miles. They're going to be able to see that lake and everything really great. And we have the area lift bridge on its way up for the big ship. Got an appetizer vessel right there, sailboat that's going to head out as well, but that bridge deck is going up, and the PRT is going to be right here around the corner. Look down the South Pier this morning. Not a lot going on outside of the fact that you have the bridge all the way up at 135 feet. And here comes the PRT with Steve and Andre. Andre reached out to me specifically so I could make this video for all of you. He was really thinking about the Boat Friends community, which is so cool. And for him to take us behind the scenes during the bonding time that he has with his grandfather, it is just so cool. So please take time in the comment section to thank Andre, his grandfather Steve, and also the captain of the PRT, John Hughes, made these videos possible as well. So please take time. And also, what was your favorite part of this trip? Let us know in the comment section. Paul Tregurtha, a straight up beast, built in 1981, 1,013.5 feet in length. Beautiful day to catch this vessel with a couple boat friends on board. 36 hatches, 5 holds, 2 controllable pitch propellers, 2 rudders, 2 diesel engines, and this vessel is fully loaded with coal as it heads to St. Clair, Michigan. And you can see Andre is out there next to the pilot house right there in that black shirt. There he is up there waving. Just a beast of a ship. Looks like he's taking some pictures up there. I definitely would be doing the same thing. Well, we wish Steve and Andre a safe trip to Michigan. As you can see, your last look at our friend as he heads out with his grandfather. And boat friends, if you enjoyed the journey with Steve and Andre, please hit the like button on the way out. It'll allow people that love the ships to find this channel and also subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Be part of the Boat Friends community, and we are going to have some fun moving forward. As always, thank you so much for watching one of these videos. I'll be out here soon. Stay safe. Take care.